Hello and welcome back to Jack Knives Reviews. I am of course your host, Jack Knives. Today I will be reviewing Brian and Charles. In a small Welsh town lives an inventor named Brian, who gets by doing the odd job here and there in town. One day, while digging through trash for supplies to make his newest invention, he has an epiphany to create a robot. He eventually does out of a washing machine, a mannequin head, and several other things that he finds, and he names him Charles. As time passes, Charles wants to explore more of the world around him, but Brian is very, very hesitant, especially as he's growing closer to a girl named Hazel who also likes him, as well as the local bully, Eddie, who destroys everything and always gets his way. So I occasionally will dabble in the indie film circuit because, a lot of times you can find movies that you don't really expect much from but can really surprise you. This is definitely one of those films. I went into this with practically no expectations. I just kind of saw it as maybe just a fun little heartfelt indie film, but it had a lot, and I mean a lot of heart to it. Like, I got really attached to this movie. Like, it was very, very kind. That's the only way I could put it. I mean, this was legitimately one of the most heartfelt, genuine movies I've seen in a long while. This was all based off of a concept of a screenplay and shorts that David Earl, who also plays Brian, had come up with. And to make it into a full-length movie, it was adventurous, to say the least. It had a select theater release, but this movie is one of those few movies that is for everyone in the best way. Generally, when I say movies that are for everyone, you automatically assume like I'm talking about kids' movies. No. This is a movie that anyone can enjoy. It's just kind. Like I said, that's the only way I can describe it. It's just sheer heartfelt kindness. Brian is very much a simple man. He doesn't want a lot. He has this weird affinity for making food with cabbage, which is a little weird, but it's fun. His inventions range from a pine cone tote bag, which is literally just a tote bag with pine cones on it and nothing else, to him wanting to create a bike that can fly so he can go around the town and be their basically alarm clock for the town to help them in the morning. Like, that is the kind of mind that Brian has. He's just a nice guy. And in contrast is the bully, Eddie, who is like the most one-dimensional villain. If you think of any idiot, hick person who just wants to see stuff destroyed, that's Eddie. His family's the same way. They're part of the Welsh community that there's a specific Welsh dialogue that's very, 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 very thick. Almost to the point where you can't quite understand it, but they're speaking English. It's kind of like that. And it's really funny to see the contrast of it. And Hazel, the girl who likes Brian and Brian likes her, also genuinely sweet, genuinely kind. You could tell that the actors are a little older, but it feels like they're kids at heart. And Charles, the robot, is genuinely funny. Like, he's like genuinely reasonably funny. Like, he's not over the top funny. He's subtly humor funny, but it's a genuine kind of humor. Like, I chuckled in the way that if you've ever been around a family member and they crack kind of corny jokes, it's like that. Like, those kind of belly laughs that kind of just warm your heart and warm your soul. Like, that's the best way I can describe this movie. It just warmed my heart and soul to watch this. I can't recommend this movie enough. It's just something that I feel, it's just a movie that it left me smiling. Like, there's so many things in the movie. Like, I was watching this with just this pure smile on my face because I was just enjoying it so much. And I didn't expect that from this movie. But I got it. And this is honestly, genuinely a fun, interesting, simple concept that just hit all the right notes. The flaws that it has, it wears with pride, which is kind of beautiful in a way. I really just, I wish more people talked about this. I wish more people had seen this, and I hope more people do get to see this, because this is genuinely a very, very good movie. I give Brian and Charles 5 out of 5. Have you seen Brian and Charles? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, I'll see you next time.